On course is Haverhill, Nora Hess at the top of the hill. Time for Amelia, 31.04. Emma Watson on course from Manchester, Essex at the top. Time for Nora Hess, 36.39. On top is Anna Lynch from Newburyport. Time for Emma Watson, 31.5. At the top is Allie Perrault from Austin Prep. Time for Anna Lynch, 32.23. At the top is Bori Kim from Andover. Time for Allie from Austin, 34.85. On top of the course is Liat Moritz from North Andover. Time for Bori Kim, 30.81. On top of the course is Katie Bernard from Masco. Time for Leah from North Andover, 29.64. On top of the course is Sophia Comfort from Swampscott. Time for Katie Bernard from Masco, 30.11. Top of the course is Evelyn Kelly from Haverhill. Time for Sophia from Swampscott, 36.00. On the top of the course is Lily Coote from Manchester, Essex. Time for Evelyn Kelly from Haverhill, 30.23. On the top of the course is Lily Cherbanian from Newburyport. Time for Lily Coote, 32.74. The top of the course is Sydney Pilla from Austin Prep. Time for Lily Cherbanian, 30.12. Top of the course is Samantha Daly from Andover. Time for Sydney Pilla, 27.52. Top of the course is Sydney Schwam from North Andover. Top of the course is Ashley Hampson from Masco. Time for Ashley Hampson, 27.30. Top of the course is Eliza D'Agostino from Swampscott. Top of the course starting is Mia Gustafson from Haverhill. Time for Eliza D'Agostino, 37.18. Top of the course is Lydia Schwartz from Manchester, Essex. Time for Mia Gustafson, 31.35. Top of the course is Avery Keller from Newburyport. Time for Avery Keller, 33.15. On course is Deanna Donito from Austin Prep. At the top, from Andover, is Sydney Tran. Time for Deanna Donito, 26.74. Top of the course is Jane Frund from North Andover. Time for Sydney Tran, 34.38. Top of the course is Ava Pelletier from Masco. Time for Jane Frund, 27.71. Top of the course is Jillian Jacobs from Swampscott. Time for Ava, 26.83. Top of the course is Emily Miller from Haverhill. Time for Jillian, 47.20. Top of the course is Gracie Sisco from Manchester, Essex. Time for Emily Miller, 29.27. Top of the course is Erin Osinski from Newburyport. Time for Gracie is 34.44. Top of the course is Lizzie Hart from Austin Prep. Time for Erin is 32.15. At the top of the course is Amanda Lichtenberg from Andover. Lizzie Hart's time time is 33.58.
The first person that went down was cooking.
Top of the course is Mia Muse from North Andover.
Yeah. Oh. That's just nice.
Amanda's time is 30.94. Top of the course is Nevi Betancourt from Masco. Time for Mia Muse, 30.82. Top of the course is Haverhill. From Haverhill is Helena Strouch. Time for Nevi from Masco, 28.86. Top of the course from Manchester, Essex is Anya Bixby.
Oh, it's missing.
Time for Helena Strauss from Haverhill, 34.07.
Missing 8.
Top of the course from Newburyport is Kate Keller. Time for Anya, 31.75. Top of the course is Maddie Burns from Austin Prep. Time for Kate, 37.22. Top of the course is Rebecca Baderno from Andover. Time for Maddie, 32.49. Top of the course is Nina Muse from North Andover.
You should just go like straight down. Not go
Time for Rebecca, 33.51. On the top of the course is Charlotte Hill from Masco. Time for Nina from North Andover, 29.33. Top of the course is Sophia Sly from Haverhill. Time for Charlotte, 27.93. Top of the course from Newburyport is Caroline Walsh. Time for Sophia from Haverhill, 37.02. On the top of the course is Allie Burns from Austin Prep. Time for Caroline is 34.99. Top of the course from Andover is Megan Ong. Time for Allie Burns, 33.33. Top of the course from North Andover is Chloe Killalay. Time for Megan is 33:38. Top of the course for Masco is Haley Serafino. Time for Chloe, 33.74. Top of the course is Gabby Sy from Haverhill. Haley, 29.71. On the top of the course is Sienna Crocker from Manchester, Essex. Gabby's time is 37.74. Top of the course will be Lily Saba from Newburyport. Time for Siema, 37.77. On top of the course is Maggie Gold from Austin Prep. Time for Lily, 35.08. At the top, from Andover, is Elise Porter. Time for Maggie, 35.32. Top of the course is Livy Downer from North Andover. Time for Elise from Andover, 31.86. Top of the course from Masco is Kat Malatesta. Time for Livy Downer, 34.59. Haverhill is on course at the top, Sydney Pichette. Time for Kat Malatesta from Masco, 28.38. Top of the course will be Grayson Crocker from Manchester, Essex. Time for Sydney from Haverhill, 40.11. Time for Grayson, 38.25. On course is Hannah Steinberg from Newburyport, and at the top will be Elizabeth Bodette from Austin. Time for Hannah, 36.89. On course is Elizabeth Bodette, and at the top is Grace Welch from Andover. Time for Elizabeth, 31.36. At the top is Sam Melville from North Andover. Time for Gracie, 33.88. Sam Melville on course. Lauren Downs at the top for Masco. Time for Lauren Downs, 30.33. That concludes the girls' slalom run. Boys are next. Please get to the top of the hill. Boys' race is about to begin. First racer down the hill will be Ryan Clark from Manchester, Essex. Time for Ryan, 28.76. Top of the course is Will Trail from Newburyport. Up next will be Jake Bartley from Austin. Time for Will, 32.93. At the top of the course is Sanjay Kim from Andover. Time for Jack Bartley, 34.46. At the top is Adam Payne from Haverhill. Time for Sanjay Kim, 27.89. At the top of the course for Masco is Liam Quinlan. Time for Adam Payne, 24.77. Top of the course is Sergey Moritz from North Andover. Time for Liam, 26.19. At the top is Tim Harmon from St. John's Prep. Time for Sergey Moritz, 27.28. At the top is Eli Hammett from Manchester, Essex. Time for Tim Harmon, 23.92. At the top is Ian Keller from Newburyport. Time for Eli, 28.77. On course is Ian Keller. At the top is Dario Filodoro from Austin. Time for Ian, 31.79. At the top of the course is Kenny Tong from Andover.
Warm up your leg.
Time for Dario from Austin, 31.51. On On course at the top is Henry Hartford from Haverhill. In the start is Will Karen from Masco. Time for Henry Hartford, 26.12. In the start is Ryan Radulski from North Andover. Time for Will, 28 flat. Owen Gant is in the start from St. John's Prep. Ryan Radulski, 28.41. Mason O'Grady is at the top of the course from Manchester, Essex. Owen Gant, 26.08. Sam Lyman from Newburyport in the start. In the start is Dante Philidoro from Austin. Time for Sam Lyman, 32.45. In the start from Andover is Ryan Swenson. Dante on course. Dante's time, 32.60. Time for Ryan Swenson, 42 flat. At the top of the course for Masco is Owen Palmer. In the start from North Andover is Derek Monahan. Time for Owen Palmer is 41.18. On course from St. John's Prep is Sawyer Bernard. from Manchester, Essex is Daniel Garrett Met.
Whatever, dude.
In the start is Graham Smith from Newburyport.
That's all good. How was your
At the start is Luke Bartley from Austin Prep. Newburyport on course.
nice.
Time for Graham Smith, 31.98. At the start, Quinton Cario from Andover. Time for Luke Bartley, 35.37. Top of the course is Charlie Greenberg from Haverhill. On course is Quinton Cario, Andover. Time for Quinton, 31.76. At the top is Anthony Stevens from Masco. Charlie Greenberg's time, 27.44. On course is Masco's Anthony Stevens. At the start is Dylan Goldman from North Andover. Time for Anthony Stevens, 29.74. At the start is Rocco Mascarelli from St. John's. Time for Dylan, 29.43. Top of the course is Noah O'Grady from Manchester, Essex. Rocco's time, 26.89. At the start is Tyler Sperry from Newburyport. Noah O'Grady on course. Time for Noah, 38.02. At the start is Steve Galatas from Austin Prep. Newburyport, Tyler Sperry on course. Time for Tyler Sperry, 33.49. At the start is Gardner Porter from Andover. Time for Steve Galatas, 36.14. At the start is Paul Borojocic from Haverhill. Gardner Porter on course from Andover. Top of the course from Masco will be Will Zamagny. Paul Borojocic from Haverhill. Time is 28.43. the top of the course from North Andover is Ollie Litzer.
I got a little shaky on there.
Time for Will from Masco, 30.05. On course is Ollie from North Andover, and St. John's Prep, Henry Coot is at the top.
Let's go, Henry.
Time for Ollie Litzer, 29.83. At the top is Connor McGrath from Manchester, Essex. Henry Coot is on course.
Come on, Henry.
Time for Henry Coot, 26.84. On course is Newburyport's Nolan Smith. Time for Nolan Smith, 35.01. At the top of the course is Jacob Coons from Austin Prep. On deck is Zach Neponashi from Andover.
Yeah, I need a suggestion for your key jackets.
Zach is at the top of the course from Andover. Jacob Coons is on course. Time for Jacob Coons, 39.09. On course is Zach Neponashi. Up top is Michael Hicks from Haverhill. Time for Zach, 30.81. On course is Michael Hicks from Haverhill. At the top is Andrew Mitchell from Masco. Time for Michael Hicks, 30.65. On course is Andrew Mitchell. At the top is Kyle Babb from North Andover. Time for Andrew Mitchell from Masco, 30.73. At the start is Charlie Dennis from St. John's. Time for Kyle Babb, 30.03. On course is Charlie Dennis from St. John's. At the start is Cameron Light from Manchester, Essex.
Come on, Donnie. Come on, Donnie. Come on, Donnie.
Time for Charlie Dennis, 28.19. Cameron Light is on course. Caleb Bradshaw from Newburyport is in the start. Time for Cameron Light, 36.81. Caleb Bradshaw from Newburyport is on course. Ryan Reck from Austin Prep is at the top.
On the front
Ryan Reck is on course. At the top is Ian Cox from Andover.
I know, dude. I flipped around. I did like a 180. I don't like that report. It's not looking better than the 5. No, I think what happened was...
Time for Ryan Reck, 37.41. Ian Cox is on course, and Alden Wise from Haverhill is at the start.
Nice job, Donnie.
Time for Ian Cox, 31.61. On course is Alden Wise from Haverhill, and Brandon Reed from Masco is at the start.
One more.
Time for Alden Wise, 32.01. Brandon Reed on course. Will Hennessy from North Andover at the start. Time for Brandon Reed, 31.62. Will Hennessy from North Andover on course, and Peyton McKee from St. John's at the start. Time for Will Hennessy, 30.77. Peyton McKee on course. At the start is Owen Bappy from Manchester, Essex.
Come on, Peyton. Oh, yeah, Peyton.
Time for Peyton McKee, 27.91. Owen Bappy from Manchester, Essex on course. New report, Sawyer Sperry at the start. Time for Owen from Manchester, 37.80. Sawyer Sperry from Newburyport on course. Liam Gilday from Austin Prep at the start. Time for Sawyer Sperry, 36.41. Top of the course is Matthew Terrio from Andover.
Oh, yeah.
At the start from Haverhill is Luke Bichette. On course, Matthew Terrio from Andover. Matthew's time is 33.41. At the start will be Niels Kovamis from Masco.
There he is.
At the start is Ibrahim Haroon from North Andover. Niels Kovamis from Masco on course. And on deck is Jackson Burns from St. John's Prep. Time for Niels for Masco, 31.76. Ibrahim Haroon on course from North Andover.
Come on, Jackson. Come on, Burns. Hey, Burns. Hey, Burns. Hey, Burns. Hey, Burns. Oh, Burns. Hey, Burns. Hey, Burns. Go, Jackson.
Time for Jackson Burns, 27.51. That concludes the boys slalom race. Next up is the girls GS. We have a little bit of a break here to reset the course. start, Nora Hess. Time for Amelia, 26.04. At the start is Emma Wanson from Manchester, Essex. Time for Nora, 27.49. At the start, Anna Lynch from Newburyport. On course is Emma Wanson.
I can't see your face.
Coach, you want to help me out?
On course, Anna Lynch. At the start, Ali Parole from Austin Prep. Time for Anna, 27.69. Ali Parole on course, and Bori Kim from Andover at the start. Time for Ali, 27.56. At the start is Leah Moritz from North Andover. Time for Bori Kim, 26.51. North Andover on course, Liette Moritz and Katie Bernard at the start. Time for Liat, 25.66. Katie Bernard on course from Masco. And Sophia Comfort from Swampscott at the start.
Yeah.
Time for Katie Bernard, 25.17. Sophia Comfort on course and Evelyn Kelly from Havel at the start. Time for Sophia, 28.93. On course is Evelyn Kelly, and Lily Coote from Manchester, Essex is at the start. Time for Evelyn, 25.44. Lily Coote on course, Newburyport at the start. Lily Turbanian.
When she came over, she's like, no, I'm not hungry. I can't eat. I saw a single gun. Who are they for? You have to care for it.
Time for Lily Turbanian, 25.73. On course is Sydney Pila from Austin Prep, and Samantha Daly from Andover is at the start.
Marvel had a Wesley racing after us. Wait, Marvel? Yeah, there's a racing stuff. I don't know why. Why so late? My friend said Marvel had Wesley.
Time for Sydney, 24.27. Sydney Schwam from North Andover at the start. Time for Samantha Daly, 25.75. Time for Sydney Schwam, 23.96. Ashley Hampson from Masco. In the start is Eliza D'Agostino from Swampscott. Time for Ashley Hampson, 24.78. Eliza D'Agostino on course, and Mia Gustafson from Haverhill in the start. Time for Eliza, 28.09. Mia Gustafson on course. Lydia Schwartz from Manchester, Essex at the start. Time for Mia Gustafson, 25.51. Lydia Schwartz on course from Manchester, and Avery Keller from Newburyport at the start. Time for Lydia, 28.57. Avery Keller on course from Newburyport, and Deanna Donito at the start. Time for Avery Keller, 26.50. Deanna Donito on course, and Sydney Trent from Andover at the start. Time for Deanna Donito, 24.19. Sydney Trent on course, and Jane Frund from North Andover at the start. Time for Sydney Tran, 25.84. Jane Frund from North Andover on course, and Ava Pelletier from Masco at the start. Time for Jane Frund, 24.97. Ava Pelletier on course, Jillian Jacobs from Swampscott at the start. Time for Ava, 24.39. Jillian Jacobs on course, and Emily Miller at the start from Haverhill.
I'm going to go on the live camera and rewind to this current moment.
Jillian's time, 38.14. Time for Emily Miller, 25.64. On course is Manchester Essex Gracie Sisko. At the start is Erin Solzinski from Newburyport. Gracie's time is 28.35. Erin Olsinski on course, and Lizzie Hart at the start from Austin. Kaiser. 26.80 for Erin Olsinski. Lizzie Hart on course, and Amanda Lichtenberg from Andover at the start. Time for Lizzie Hart, 26.05. Amanda Lichtenberg on course, and Mia Muse at the start from North Andover. Time for Lizzie Hart, 26.25. Amanda Lichtenberg on course, and Mia Muse at the start. All right, sorry for that. Erin Olsinski from Newburyport, time was 26.80. Lizzie Hart from Austin Prep, 26.05. Amanda Lichtenberg from Andover, 26.25. Mia Muse from North Andover, 25.50. And Neva Betancourt from Masco, 24.90. On course is Helena Strout from Haverhill. At the start is Manchester's Essex, Anya Bixby. Time for Helena Strout, 29.39. At the start is Newburyport's Kate Keller, Manchester Essex, Anya Bixby, coming across the finish. Time for Anya, 28.05. Kate Keller on course, Austin Prep's Maddie Burns on at the start. Time for Kate Keller, 27.24. Maddie Burns on course, Rebecca Moderno at the start from Andover. Time for Maddie Burns, 26.72. Rebecca Moderno on course, and Nina Muse from North Andover at the start. Time for Rebecca, 27.45. Nina Muse from North Andover on course, and Charlotte Hill from Masco at the start. Time for Nina, 26.05. On course is Charlotte Hill from Masco, and at the start is Sophia Sy from Haverhill. Time for Sophia from Haverhill, 30.42. And Charlotte Hills. Time for Masco is 24.06. On course is Caroline Walsh from Newburyport. Austin's Allie Burns in the start. Caroline Walsh from Newburyport crossing the finish line. Caroline's time is 28.47. Allie Burns on course. Megan Ong from Andover at the start. Time for Allie, 27.38. On course is Megan Ong from Andover, and Chloe Killalay from North Andover is at the start. At the start is Chloe Killalay from North Andover. At the start, Haley Serafino. On course is Chloe Killalay from North Andover. Time for Chloe, 27.23. On course is Haley Serafino from Masco. Gabby Sy from Haverhill is at the start. Time for Haley, 24.88. Gabby Sy on course, and Manchester Essex's Sienna Crocker at the start. Time for Gabby, 28.72. Sienna Crocker on course, and Lily Salva from Newburyport at the start. Time for Sienna, 31.46. Lily Salva on course, and Maggie Gove at the start from Austin Prep. Time for Lily, 28.13. On course is Maggie Gove. At the start is Elise Porter from Andover. Time for Maggie, 27.39. Elise Porter on course. Livy Downer at the start from North Andover. Time for Elise, 26.27. Livy Downer on course, and Kat Malatesta from Masco at the start. Livy Downer's time is 26.14. Kat Malatesta from Masco on course, Sydney Pichette from Havel at the start. Kat Malatesta's time, 24.51. Sydney Pichette on course, and Grayson Crocker from Manchester Essex at the start. Time for Sydney, 32.58. Grayson Crocker on course, and Hannah Steinberg from Newburyport at the start. Time for Grayson, 29.81. Hannah Steinberg on course, and Elizabeth Bodette from Austin Prep at the start. Time for Hannah, 29.70. Elizabeth Bodette on course, Grace Welsh at the start from Andover. Time for Elizabeth Bodette, 25.23. Grace Welsh on course, and Sam Melville from North Andover at the start. Time for Grace Welsh, 26.61. On course is Sam Melville from North Andover, and Lauren Downs from Masco is at the start. Time for Sam Melville, 26.20. On course from Masco is Lauren Downs. Boys, please report to the top of the course for the start of your GS race. Time for Lauren Downs, 25.20. Yeah, we got a fire. He wrote it down. We could have come right out. I was going to announce it, but I did it. What do you got?
Hi, it's Joe.
You're welcome.
How are you?
What was the number one time?
We've done 3. I don't know if anyone told you that I am getting.
Yeah, I know. My car smells so great after this.
I'm still not, right?
Wow, this is so sad. This is my last time on racing.
You can go back to Bradford.
Here, Would that be okay? Or do you want me to do like leave it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Cause I think
Oh, they call it
I think we have about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Trying to copy and paste. Copy.
You know where you want to go next to?
Yeah, girls. Great job. Proud of all of you. Great season. See you at the banquet. It's gonna be online. Yeah, Zoom quit. See you on the Zoom quit. I'm ready to quit Zoom, I'll tell you that.
Is that right? What? No, I don't know who he is. Boys race is starting. From Manchester, Essex, Ryan Clark will be the first one down. Okay, Ryan Clark is on course, and at the start is Will Trill from Newburyport. Time for Ryan, 24.67. Will Trill is on course, and Jack Bartley from Austin Prep is at the start. Time for Will, 27.15. On course is Jack Bartley. Sanjay Kim from Andover is at the start.
Somebody missed the gate.
Time for Jack, 24.35. On course is Sanjay Kim. And at the start from Havel is Adam Payne. Time for Sanjay Kim, 24.01. Adam Payne on course, and Liam Quinlan at the start from Masco. Time for Adam Payne, 22.26.
Wow.
Liam Quinlan from Masco on course, and Sergey Moritz from North Andover in the start. 25.16. On course is Sergey Moritz from North Andover and Tim Harmon from St. John's is at the start. Time for Sergey, 23.84. Tim Harmon on course. Eli Hammett from Manchester, Essex at the start. Time for Tim, 22.47. On course is Eli from Manchester, Essex. And at the start is Ian Keller from Newburyport. Time for Eli, 23.95. Ian Keller from Newburyport on course, and Dario Filodoro from Austin at the start. Time for Ian, 26.18. Dario Filodoro on course, and Kenny Tong from Andover at the start.
So slow. I feel so slow. I gotta go faster. Oh my God.
Time for Kenny Tong, 26.87. Okay, time for Dario, 26.87. Kenny Tong from Andover, 25.73. And Henry Hartford from Haverhill, 23.68. Will Karen from Masco is at the start. Ryan Radulski from North Andover is behind him. Time for Will Karen, 24.72. Ryan Radulski on course. Owen Gant from St. John's is at the start.
Go Owen! Go Owen!
Owen Gant on course. Mason O'Grady from Manchester, Essex at the start. Time for Owen Gant, 22.81. Mason O'Grady on course. Sam Lyman from Newburyport at the start. Time for Sam Lyman, 27.27. Owen Gant's time was 22.81. On course is Dante Filodoro from Austin Prep, and Ryan Swenson from Andover is in the start. Dante, 26.67. Ryan Swenson on course. At the start is Owen Palmer from Masco. Time for Ryan Swenson, 25.43 from Andover. And from Masco, Owen Palmer, time was 25.73. On course is Derek Monahan from North Andover. Time for Derek Monahan, 24.22. On course is St. John's, Sawyer Barnett. At the start is Manchester Essex, Daniel Garrett Metz. Time for Sawyer, 23.79. Daniel Garrett Metz on course. Graham Smith from Newburyport at the start. Time for Graham Smith, 27.83. Correction, Daniel Garrett Metz time was 27.83. Time for Luke Bartley from Austin Prep, 28.15. Time for Quinn Cario, 26.35. On course is Charlie Greenberg from Haverhill. Masco's Anthony Stevens at the start. Time for Charlie Greenberg, 24.79. On course is Anthony Stevens from Masco. At the start is Dylan Goldman from North Andover. Time for Anthony, 26.19. Dylan Goldman on course. And at the start is Rocco Mascarelli from St. John's. Time for Dylan Goldman, 24.60. Rocco is on course. Noah O'Grady from Manchester is at the start. Mitchell's time, 24.02. On course is Noah O'Grady, and Tyler Sperry is at the start from Newburyport. Time for Noah, 28.13. Tyler Sperry on course. Austin Prep, Steve Galatas at the start. Time for Tyler Sperry, 26.95. On course is Steve Galatas. In the start is Gardner Porter from Andover. Time for Galatas, 28.34. From Andover on course is Gardner Porter, and Haverhill is at the start, Paul Porchik. Time for Gardner Porter, 26.90. Paul Porchik from Haverhill on course. Will Zamagny from Masco at the start.
Yay, Paul!
Time for Paul from Haverhill, 24.81. Time for Will Zamagny from Masco, 25.83. Ollie Lickster on course from North Andover, and Henry Coop from St. John's at the start.
Happy birthday, dear Sawyer. Happy birthday to you.
Time for Ollie, 25.43. Henry Coop, St. John's on course.
This is good, felt good. I was doing one song and I fell. Come on, Henry. That's where I died.
Time for Henry Coop, St. John's, 24.74. On course is Nolan Smith from Newburyport. At the start is Jacob Coons from Austin. Time for Nolan, 29.26. Jacob Coons on course. Zach Neplanashi at the start. Time for Jacob, 31.33. Andover, Zach Neplanashi on course, and Michael Hicks from Haverhill at the start. Time for Zach, 26.03. Michael Hicks from Haverhill on course, and Andrew Mitchell from Masco at the start. Time for Michael Hicks, 26.20. Andrew Mitchell on course, and Kyle Babb from North Andover at the start. Andrew Mitchell's time, 25.35. Kyle Babb on course, and Charlie Dennis from St. John's at the start. Time for Kyle Babb, 25.66. St. John's, Charlie Dennis on course. Cameron Light from Manchester in the start. On course is Cameron Light from Manchester, Essex. Caleb Bradshaw at the start from Newburyport. Cameron Light, 27.32. Caleb Bradshaw on course from Newburyport. And Ryan Reck from Austin at the start. Time for Caleb Bradshaw, 27.80. Ryan Reck on course and Ian Cox from Andover at the start. Time for Ryan, 30.31. Ian Cox on course. Alden Wise from Haverhill at the start. Time for Ian Cox, 26.74. Haverhill's Alden Wise on course and Brendan Reed from Masco at the start. Time for Alden Wise, 26.99. Brendan Reed from Masco on course and Will Hennessy from North Andover at the start. Time for Brendan Reed, 26.03. Will Hennessy from North Andover on course. Peyton McKee from St. John's at the start.
Come on, Will! Woo! Yeah, Will!
Time for Will Hennessy, 25.52. Peyton McKee from St. John's on course and Owen Bappy from Manchester at the start.
You okay? Supposed to be 6:30, but I doubt it. 6 o'clock now.
Time for Peyton, 23.85. Owen Bappy from Manchester, Essex on course. Sawyer Sperry from Newburyport at the start. Time for Owen Bappy, 30.69. Sawyer Sperry on course from Newburyport. And Liam Gildea from Austin Prep at the start. Time for Sawyer, 29.27. Liam Gildea on course and Matthew Terrio at the start from Andover. Time for Liam, 31.62. Matt Terrio on course from Andover and Luke Pichette from Haverhill at the start. Time for Matthew, 26.89. Luke Pichette from Haverhill on course and Niels Kovamis from Asco at the start. guard is Ibrahim Haroon from North Andover. Time for Niels, 27.07. Ibrahim Haroon on course from North Andover, and Jackson Burns from St. John's Prep at the start. Time for Ibrahim, 25.22. Time for Jackson Burns, 23.89.